Welcome to the Bougie Coop, the podcast for backyard chicken keepers with tight spaces, big dreams, and a flair for the fabulous. I'm your host, Lisa Ronsky, and every episode we'll talk about all the quirky adventures of raising backyard birds with a bougie twist. I'll just say it up front, I'm proudly one of those crazy chicken ladies. When I brought home my first chicks, I had no idea how much they changed my life. These incredible birds have brought me so much joy, connection, and honestly, a whole lot of healing. So whether you're a seasoned hen tender or still daydreaming about your first coop, you're in the right place. This podcast is your comfortable, slightly chaotic guide to small space chicken keeping. So fluff those feathers, pour yourself something sparkly, and let's dive in. The Bougie Coop is proudly sponsored by Eden Feeds. Eden Feeds is a Montana-based company that was started in 2018. The founders were looking for high-quality, non-GMO feed that didn't break the bank. Unable to find what they wanted, they decided to make it themselves. Good stuff in means good stuff out, and Eden Feeds uses only locally sourced, Montana-grown grains in all of their formulas. It's a high-quality product at a great price point. My girls love it, and I know yours will too. Eden Feeds is available in the western U.S. at Murdoch's Ranch stores and plenty of smaller local feed shops too. Check out EdenFeeds.com to find a location near you. I also want to give a huge shout out to the coolest t-shirt company out there, Agri-Tees. High-quality t-shirts with sassy, sarcastic, and inside chicken jokes made for people who choose different. These aren't your mother's t-shirts. They're designed to match your slightly skewed personality that sometimes raises eyebrows. They're also not just for chicken people. There's designs for everyone in agriculture. Agri-Tees. See what they did there? And because being bougie means being smart, use promo code STAYBOUGIE for 20% off your order. Check them out at agritees.com. That's AGRITEES.com. Welcome to the Bougie Coop. Today, we're going to highlight a wonderful breed, the Barnevelder. If you are at all bougie, and those of you listening know you are, you're going to want Barneys in your flock. As always, let's start with a little history. The Barnevelder chicken gets its name from the town of Barneveld in the Netherlands, where the breed was developed in the mid-1800s. Local barnyard mixed chickens were crossed with newer birds arriving from Asia, which at the time were broadly referred to as Shanghai chickens. The exact breeds involved aren't completely clear, but likely contenders include the Brahma, Langshan, and Cochin. Because poultry history occasionally feels like a detective novel with missing evidence, toward the end of the 19th century, there may have also been some crossing with what were called American utility birds, which apparently resembled Wyandottes, although nobody really seems to know exactly what those birds actually were. Around 1906, there may have also been some Buff Orpington added into the mix. That said, many people believe the biggest influence on the Barnevelder came from the Langshan. And honestly, credit where credit is due. They likely contributed a lot of the qualities people still love in the breed today. Hardiness, those rich brown eggs, and solid winter laying when everybody else decides production is optional. The name Barnevelder was first officially used for birds shown at an agricultural exhibition in 1911. From there, breeders started trying to create more consistency in type and color, but it wasn't until 1921 that a Barnevelder Breeders Association was formed and the first official breed standard was established. The breed itself was officially recognized in 1923. Interestingly, before official recognition even happened, Barnevelders were already being exported to the UK because brown eggs were incredibly popular at the time. And yes, poultry trends have apparently always existed. Early Barnevelders looked pretty different from one another. You could see birds with single-laced, double-laced, or mostly partridge plumage. Both partridge and double-laced varieties made it into the British poultry standard, but over time, the double-laced variety became the signature look of the breed. Now, if chicken color genetics are your thing, or if you just like collecting bougie birds that sparkle in the sun, there are quite a few recognized varieties depending on where you live. The Barnevelder Club of the Netherlands recognizes 4 colors in both large fowl and bantams: double-laced blue, black, and white. The silver double-laced variety was accepted in bantams in 2009, and silver black double-laced followed in 2014, with additional varieties still being developed. The EE, Europe's major poultry breeder organization that I'm not going to try to pronounce because it's French and there's no way I can, recognizes even more options. For large fowl, they also accept blue and partridge, while bantams get additional approved colors, including krell. Meanwhile, in the UK, the accepted varieties are double-laced blue, double-laced brown, double-laced silver, and black. Here in the US, the varieties you'll most commonly see are double-laced brown, also called chestnut or gold, along with double-laced silver and black. And let me tell you, pictures do not do these birds justice. It is genuinely hard to explain how beautiful Barnevelders are unless you see one in person. Hens are as beautiful as roosters, and we all know that usually isn't the case. Their feathers have this luscious beetle green iridescence that catches the light more than any other chicken breed I know, and the double lacing is absolutely stunning, even on hatchery birds. Exhibition quality birds, completely extra bougie in the best possible ways. Hatchery birds get oohs and ahs. Exhibition birds get gasps of amazement. As for size, Barnevelders are considered a mid-sized breed. Roosters average around 7 pounds, while hens typically weigh in around 6. Their bodies are rectangular and compact with a distinctive U-shaped back. They should have a medium-sized single comb that stands upright with 5 points, and their legs should be yellow. Barneys are practical, productive, and dressed like they know they're prettier than everyone else in the coop. Work it, girl. Now, thankfully, these birds aren't just standing around looking pretty and contributing nothing to society. Barnevelders are actually respectable layers, consistently producing somewhere between 150 to 180 medium to large eggs per year. Their eggs are brown, although the richness of that brown can vary quite a bit. In the past, Barnevelders were known for laying much darker brown eggs than what we commonly see today. But over time, as breeders focused more on refining those gorgeous looks and dramatic feather patterns, the egg color lightened up a bit. And honestly, I guess you can't have everything. Even beauty queens occasionally have to make sacrifices. My own Barneys lay eggs that are roughly the color of those unbleached paper napkins you see in public places everywhere. You know exactly the ones I'm talking about. Kind of a warm tan brown situation. Mine also occasionally throw in a few speckles for fun because apparently they enjoy accessorizing. Since Barnevelders originated in Northern Europe, they also tend to be reasonably cold-hardy birds. Their feathering is thick, fluffy, and dense, which helps them handle colder weather pretty well. That said, and here comes our regularly scheduled cold weather dose of reality, they do have upright single combs. And anytime you have a larger upright comb, you're going to see more frostbite risk compared to birds with smaller or rose combs. So while they tolerate colder temps nicely overall, those combs may need a little extra monitoring if you live somewhere that likes to cosplay as the Arctic every winter. When it comes to heat, you know the drill as well. Make sure they have lots of cool water and shade. Another area where these birds absolutely shine is temperament. Seriously, these birds are like the popular kids in high school. They have both looks and personality. Barneys are wonderfully easygoing, relaxed chickens that generally do not lose their minds over much. They're calm, steady birds and tend to be fantastic for families with kids. They mostly just wander around the yard, minding their business and being unproblematic. And if they're raised from chicks with plenty of human interaction, a lot of them become downright cuddly little attention seekers. Many Barnevelders turn into lap chickens who genuinely enjoy human interaction and are not remotely shy about requesting affection. My double silver-laced black, Fenna, absolutely expects pets on demand. She will calmly walk over and wait like the queen she is. And if I fail to provide those pets quickly enough, or heaven forbid, stop petting her, she gently pecks me as a reminder that I am clearly underperforming as staff. They're also not especially loud birds, which is another huge plus. Don't get me wrong, they will absolutely announce to the neighborhood that they have laid an egg because apparently every hen believes egg production deserves a press conference. But outside of that, Barneys are generally pretty quiet. They'll chatter occasionally, but they're not big screamers or chronic drama queens, which makes them a great option for urban or suburban flocks. And let's talk about the babies for a minute, because Barnevelder chicks are honestly delightful. You may hear people say that some varieties are auto-sexing at hatch, but personally, I disagree. There are a few supposed tells involving feather coloring on the breast, but in my experience, they seem inconsistent enough that I would not rely on them as a dependable way to sex chicks. What I will say is that Barney chicks tend to be exceptionally healthy and hardy. They rarely have major health or growth issues, and they are what we'd call precocious chicks, meaning they seem to hit that active, busy little velociraptor phase faster than many other breeds. Within hours of hatching, they're up and moving, steady on their feet, and start acting like tiny chaos goblins really quickly. They usually begin eating and drinking well right away, and fair warning, these babies are serious little piggies. If food exists, they would like to be involved. I have never seen chicks with bigger crop bulges than Barney chicks after eating. I don't even know how some of them remain upright sometimes. In summary, Barnevelders are the perfect package. Quiet voices, lots of bling, sweet personalities, and a bougie ability to casually shimmer while walking through the yard like they pay property taxes. If that sounds like your style, Barneys are absolutely a breed for you. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please share my podcast with anyone you think would enjoy it, and always remember the golden rule of the Bougie Coop. Function comes first, but beauty should never be optional. Got questions? Hit me up at thebougiecoop@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow the Bougie Coop on Instagram and TikTok for more behind the scenes and chicken glam shots. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, stay bougie.